YouTube? So today we're going to be installing this genuine eBay short shifter kit. Again, this is authentic eBay, so make sure to get that right. So here we have the short shifter kit. It came with these aluminum shifter bushings, which will also install an extended bolts for these bigger shifter bushings. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to remove the center console, and I'll jump in with you guys there. So the first step of this process is removing the center console. So we're gonna have to remove this screw right here. So that's removed. And so you're gonna have to remove also the center console screws that are located on the side up here. So there's one like right here, you can't see it, and the one on the other side. I removed this side with one of these, but for this we're gonna have to take off the chair. So to take off the chair or the seat, it's just one bolt here, one here, and then two on the back. Pretty straightforward. So we'll remove the seat or loosen it so that we can get a screwdriver in here. Alright, so I got the screws removed, all four of these on the center console removed. So now we're gonna have to, you just lift this up, and there are gonna be wires connected to the window switches. So underneath we're gonna unclip them. Center console is now in my Recaro. So here's the shifter in all its crappy glory. As you can see, it looks pretty gross, but yeah, so we're going to install the short shifter, and look how much play this has. So you can see that these are where we're gonna put the aluminum bushing, so plenty of play here. But anyway, let's jump right into it. Alright, so we're here on the driver's side now, just to show you guys how much play there is. So you guys see how this whole box is moving? I can feel this so much when I'm driving, and it's been something that's been really pissing me off. Actually, I was originally just going to get the shifter bushings, but this short shifter was so cheap and came with the aluminum bushing already, so I figured I'll just buy a whole shifter kit so I can fix this slop. I mean, look at that. That's terrible. So that's the main goal for me, to get rid of this, and then as a plus we're going to have a short shifter. So let's jump right into removing the old shifter shaft and installing the new short shifter. Alright, so the first step to remove the shifter is we stick a screwdriver or something in here to pop out this pin. So I'm just going to hammer this. Kind of hard to film with one hand, but whatever. So here's a little pin. Oh, so that's out. Put that where you won't lose it. And put that there, so that's off. Okay, so you have to remove the pin here, and the pin looks like this. It was a little frustrating to remove, but you just stick a flathead behind it and pop it off. So it was on here. You just put a flathead, and it looks like this. So it's not like an E-clip or anything. So you just have to stick a flathead behind there and pop it off. And then we can pop this pin through. It's hard to film with one hand, but there's that pin. I'll get that through. I'll cut the camera after I get this through here. Alright, so this is in the way, so I pulled the pin here from the shifter linkage. Let's take this off, put this in order into my magnet tray, and we're just going to pop the cable off. Should be easy enough. So cable's off. Should be able to slide this off. Yep, so that part, the other pin is gone. Now this thing comes up, off, and got this part. I think we'll have to disconnect the cable at the bottom here. So we'll get to that part next. Okay, so underneath there's just this pin that you have to squeeze or push outward here on this little clip. You just spread it wide, and then it'll release the shifter that was in here, the plastic part. You'll see it was holding the plastic part in there. So now we've got the shifter removed finally, so we're gonna have to transfer these two plastic bits to the new shifter. So we'll do that over on the toolbox. Alright, so now we have the old shifter here and the new one here. And as you can see, we're going to have to transfer these plastic cups over, and then this piece over. Looks pretty worn out, but yeah, whatever. So we're gonna pop this off and then place it here. As you guys can see, there's the difference between the shifters. This one is shorter, and then if we match the pivot points like this, the short shifter is longer at the bottom. So what that means is that gives you a shorter throw. If this was longer, is this adjustable? Looks like there's a little Allen head here. Maybe we can see if we can adjust it. But anyways, yeah, you just change the pivot point of the shifter, and that gives you a shorter throw, and then this is shorter. But what that would mean too, though, is that we're going to have less leverage. So theoretically, I think it'll be harder to actually shift, but I have a solution for that. I got a extra heavy shift knob that I'll show you guys that I'll put on at the end of this. It's heavy and taller, so it should compensate for the difference in leverage here. Okay, so now that the bolts are off, you can just lift this up and pop this metal off, and then there's a rubber bushing here that you'll also pop off. So now I'm going to take my new aluminum boys and we're going to put them here, and they sit flush with the plastic, so this is going to be like a solid bushing. So what that means is there's going to be no play with rubber, and this should be rock solid and should remove that crappy play that I was showing at the start of the video. So let's just pop these on, and then I'm going to put these on, and to put those on, because they're taller than the standard bushing, we're going to have to use these extended bolts that are provided. Yeah, and it also has to be higher for the newer short shifter, because I showed you the pivot point. Below the pivot point is longer than stock. So we'll put this on, put this on. Okay, so we're in the home stretch. I put some grease or lube on this, so should be able to pop that there. And we'll connect the lower ball part. Let's see if I can get a view. Not sure if I can. So we're just gonna pop this into the socket again, and we're gonna spread the pin clip thing here, and I'll pop that on and then release the clip again, and then we'll adjust or attach the stuff here. Alright, so there it is. The shifter is all installed. Now I'm going to install the center console back again. You guys don't need to see that. It's the reverse of what I just did. And then I'm going to take it for a spin. I don't know if I'm going to film me taking it for a spin because it's dark out now and you won't be able to see anything anyway, but I'll tell you guys my thoughts on it. Right now it feels a lot stiffer and a lot firmer. My only gripe right now though is I can tell that it doesn't return to neutral as easy. Alright guys, so the shifter is finally installed. So first impressions, all the play is definitely gone that I had before, all the sloppiness. So it's a lot more notchy. Definitely feels a lot shorter. My only gripe, it's definitely an improvement over what I had. So yeah, I would definitely say this is something you could consider to buy. I'm not sure what causes it to like stick like this. Maybe I need more grease, but as far as my overall driving impression, everything goes into gear a lot easier, and it's a lot smoother and easier to find a gear. So yeah, that's my eBay short shifter and then new shift knob. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.